Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Week 2 game with Casual Amateur Esports League. Here we have Team Renegatus versus the MisClicks for the Noxus division. I'm Death Adder, your play-by-play caster.
I'm Joe Killera, your color caster.
And let's have a wonderful game tonight. Joe, what do you think here with Team Renegatus and Team MisClicks in the Noxus division here?
Let's see. So, I believe MisClicks lost their first week of games, so they
they did fall 0-2 to Moodolicious.
Oh, yeah. So, and on the other hand, you have Team Renegatus, who is 2-0. They won both games. They have a really strong lineup, high KP, high vision score for the league. If just based on that information right now, I'd have to say that Team Renegatus is the team to look for in this matchup. Let's talk about pick and ban, because I believe we're going to be moving over there very shortly.
Okay. Yeah.
What are we expecting to see here?
Well, looking at the bot lane for Renegatus here, King Majora, he's a strong powerhouse. I'd say him and Randominium for Team Renegatus might be targeted. The Vi, the Warwick, the Vayne, and Varus bands.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas on the other side, we're going to be looking at Kate and Ezreal for Wookiee Warrior. He has a smaller pool. It looks like he plays with for ADC, so he could be targeted as well.
Yeah, target banning on the MisClicks is very effective, whereas Renegades has a much deeper champion pool.
And they also have multiple players that look like they're readily available to carry as an out for their team.
Moving on to pick ban, Shaco ban coming out by Team Renegatus.
Taking the Shaco away.
Taking the Warwick away on the side of the MisClicks.
And there's the Caitlyn.
Yep.
It's like we've predicted this, Joe.
We've already foreseen it.
It's been foreseen. Joe Stradamus, everyone.
Jin ban coming out.
Stradamus, everyone. MisClicks taking Jin away. Stradamus, everyone.
Vayne
taking Jin away. Stradamus. Vayne is King Majora's favorite ADC. Vayne is
King. The MisClicks might be looking for a Jin pick then.
They taking Kennen away. Renegatus takes the Wicked One's Kennen away. He's been playing a lot of Kennen and Jax.
Rammus ban also coming out.
The Rammus ban is super interesting for the fact that I don't think that Randominium actually has been playing a lot of Rammus. So nor is it listed as a champion he really plays.
Rammus ban is probably a good option here for the MisClicks, seeing as that their top laner plays ranged champions, and the bot lane, we always appreciate a Rammus ban.
Well, Uncle's Alone Time, the support for Renegatus, looks like he is going to get his Blitzcrank pick, which he has been playing a lot. Braum has been being played quite a little bit by Blaze Knight. So looks like they will be on champions they are quite familiar with and have been playing. Set also, mid lane, believe it or not, is their set player. So I do believe that's a mid lane set for MisClicks.
Ooh, Jinx pick coming out here. This is what I like to see as a fellow Jinx main myself. I'm always excited to see what another player can do with my favorite champion.
I do believe there's a few Jinx games listed in the past 20 games for King Majora, so he might have been practicing her, picking her up a few times, getting the dust off of her for a pocket pick.
They're probably going to pick either their jungler or their mid laner.
If there's the Rise.
There's the Rise pick. Ezreal Braum bot, so they're going for a very poke-heavy bot lane with the Braum Q and the Ezreal Mystic Shot.
The Wookiee Warrior ADC for MisClicks is he is a comfort pick on Ezreal, but as well as the Rise mid lane from the Captain Goose.
So, yeah.
There's the Lee Sin band, target banning Tribox now.
Yeah.
Renegade's trying to keep him from playing a comfort jungle pick.
He might play something that he's not very comfortable with.
We could potentially see him on Gragas.
Yeah, maybe like a Gragas pick or a Maybe I don't even know. What could he pick here that's like good into their team comp? Maybe something like a Rek'Sai?
Yeah, something to potentially pick, but also jump to fights a little bit.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be bad. Looks like they're opting for the Diana ban. Their jungler has been playing a lot of Diana, but I believe he's been playing it in the mid lane, so I don't know if that's just a mistake by their part for scouting, if they're trying to still target him. The Cho'Gath ban's a good ban too for them. It's
Nar being picked, so I believe their top laner.
the Wicked One will be playing Gnar.
Yeah, he plays Gnar a lot, if I remember correctly.
Lately he hasn't been playing a bunch of Gnar, but he has had a few Gnar games, so he definitely is keeping it as an option.
Pretty solid team all for MisClicks. They're just lacking AP, so we might see something like an Elise. Maybe a Nidalee coming up from the MisClicks.
Yeah, we can
something
see Gragas
something with AP.
Yeah, something like that. They're gonna need. There's the Riven. I was actually really curious to see if Cyanite will take Riven here, and he does. And he's been playing a lot of Riven, and he's been doing really well with it. So it'll be really interesting to see how he matches up against a ranged top laner.
Okay,
there's the Nautilus pick.
Nautilus, is that a Nautilus jungle? It is. So, the matchup with Gragas is going to be an interesting one. A lot of hard engage by the junglers, with decent follow-up for both teams. So, whoever engages first and really locks down their targets is probably going to win the team fights.
I do agree. They both have just so much CC, and it really is going to depend on which team's engaging and which team's disengaging.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like Renegatus has a stronger engaged, but what they have is a weaker disengage.
Mm-hmm.
That Rise can turn a skirmish into a full team fight. So it really depends on how clumped and how much rotating's happening. If it's single man rotations, the Renegades might be in trouble. But I feel like if it's full-fledged team fights and Renegades have map control, yeah, it's gonna look real bad for the MisClicks.
Yeah. Yeah, so the Rise, and I believe that might be a set mid. Just Rise is able to just roam the map much more efficiently than Set with his Realm Warp.
And I don't believe that Set will be able to match Rise's wave clear on top of that, just adding to that ability to roam.
Yeah, so we can probably expect the mid laner for MisClicks just being constantly pushed in under tower, whereas Rise will just have full lane control the entire game.
Captain Goose should be able to just control the entire map wherever he needs to go. So if Captain Goose and Randominium can get together and work Randominium CC with Nautilus and work Rise's small amount of CC and burst damage and roaming, I mean, this could be a really dangerous active mid laner with the jungler.
Yeah, we can also probably expect a few early game invades with the combo with Renegades as well.
Yeah, with the Nautilus and Blitzcrank.
Yeah,
they could potentially start like a Riven W.
Yeah, or maybe like a Rise W.
Right.
Rise goes in first, casts the Flux Prison, and then
I don't know. He probably wouldn't actually. It's only a slow now.
Yeah,
it'd probably be like
what I was thinking as well, because you would have
like go in and slow them for the pull.
Yeah, the slow and then the guaranteed pull.
Yeah, okay. I see where you're going at.
Yeah,
I thought you were saying like go in and snare them so they can be pulled, which would be the same thing. It's just now it's just a slow.
Yeah. So I mean, either way, it's pretty much a guaranteed hook. But Modus is on the set, so.
I expected a set game out of Modus, and I expected Tribox to get cornered into a Gragas pick. Those are the target bans that I was expecting, if not for the Caitlyn on the Wookiee Warrior 2. But I mean, it looks like they still have a pretty good team. They've recovered from what appears to be a loss in the champ select. But
yeah, I would definitely have to give it to Team Renegatus for their superior draft. Forced Tribox into a corner and also forced Wookiee Warrior onto a champion that isn't the greatest right now in the meta.
Late game, early game. I feel like late game outs with Rise and Jinx and a snowball from Riven is going to be.
That would spell disaster for the MisClicks.
But if Set snowballs mid lane somehow, he's going to be really hard to be dealt with, especially with the Renegatus with and Braum. That's a lot of damage reduction right there.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it'll be interesting to see. While we're waiting for our 3 minute delay, if you don't mind, Joe, I'm going to take a deep breath and go through some of these stats real quick.
All right, let's go through it.
All right, so let's start with MisClicks. We'll go with the Wicked One. Wicked One Sin. He's currently out of his 2 games, 5-11-9 with a 1.27 KDA. He's got 5.6 CS per minute, 36% kill participation, and an average vision score of 18.5.
All right. So based on that information alone, we can deduce that Wicked One Sin is not very active on the map with his low KP. Did he opt to take teleport this game? He did. So maybe we could look for a TP play coming up by him, especially
higher
with
kill participation and
maybe
better map pressure.
Yeah, just a little bit. I mean, it is a winning matchup for him. It's melee into ranged, especially with Gnar. As long as he keeps his auto spaces correct, he should be able to just bully this Riven.
Yeah, he could work that range, and it could be an advantage for him. In the jungle, we have Tribox here. He's got 6, 7, 14 for his total KDA, bringing him to 1.18. He's got 3.56 CS per minute, which is a bit lower than other junglers in the league, just by about 1 CS per minute. He's got a 52% KP and an average vision score of 19, which isn't horrible. So
not horrible. He did have a few misplays the last series that we casted, so he's probably looking forward to play, one of his comfort kit picks, Gragas, and try to,
get some
make
wins
amends
and pushing them stats. Yeah,
make amends for what happened the last 2 games.
And in the mid lane, we have Modus. He's currently 12, 14, and 7 with a 1.36 KDA. He's got 4.77 CS per minute on average and 50% kill participation with an average vision score of 20.
Ooh, okay, so so far the highest vision score, top side of the map, on the MisClicks.
His kill participation could be a little higher.
A little bit higher, but considering how the games went last time, that's still pretty good.
Sometimes you can't roam.
Yeah, sometimes get bullied. And then you have the Wookiee Warrior. He his comfort picks are Kate and Ezreal. He had a 9, 13, and 17 KDA out of the last 2 games. 2.0 KDA, 16.19 CS per minute, 68.4 KP, which is really, really high. The highest.
It looks like the Wookiee Warrior is legitimately carrying.
Yeah, really putting the C in AD carry. We are loading into game now. We took about 3 minutes of your time, just going through stats on the MisClicks. But let's hurry it up here.
Yeah, so Blaze Knight, he's going to be 6, 14, and 14 with a 1.43 KDA, 0.73 CS per minute. Not really important. He's the support. 52.6 KP and a 41 vision.
Yeah, and he plays pretty much everything as well. So not really a comfort pick, but not necessarily on a champion that he doesn't know.
So in Team Renegatus, we have top Cyanite with 32, 4, and 15. So he's got 11.75 KD, a 5.47 CS per minute, 59% KP with an 18.5 vision score.
Yeah.
We have Randominium, their jungle. He's 8, 4, and 41, 12.25 KDA, 4.73 CS per minute, 62% KP with a 22.5 vision score. We have Mid, the Captain Goose. 12, 7, and 35, 66.71 KDA, 4.37 CS per minute, 59.5 KP with a 20.4.5 vision score. Their ADC King Majora, 24, 4, and 27, 11.75 KDA, 4.66 CS per minute, 59.5 KP, 22.5 vision score. Their support Uncle's alone time is 7, 6, 43 with an 8.33 KDA, 1.03 CS per minute, 63.3% KP, and a 64 vision score. I want to mention that the CS per minute between these two teams, the gap is a lot smaller than the KDAs, which means I believe that the Renegatus had a lot of kills the early game, which led them to their gold lead.
Yeah,
Moreover, their CS. So
yeah, so we're probably going to be looking at a very bloody game for Team Renegatus and the MisClicks. We saw earlier that they tried to go for an invade, but got shut down by, I believe it was Set, who had vision on the mid lane. Very standard start for both teams after that field engage, but otherwise we should be looking at a very standard early game.
Yep, I'm right with you. Thanks for the time check. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. We should always get that out of the way, like before they're done with buffs, is get a time check out. But yeah, we are synced up. Anyways, Joe, what do you think about level 2 priority here?
Level 2 priority bot lane. If King Majora can kill the minion waves using fish bones, the rocket launcher, she can get an early level 2, and that would be massive for her. But as we saw, they failed to get it, and Wookiee Warrior was able to secure a level lead, one minion ahead. So
we've seen a very favorable trade for the Captain Goose on Modus there, just abusing his range advantage with Rise mid.
Wicked Winston just throwing out the boomerang, hitting her over the head and walking away.
Keeping that grasp grass proc up and available.
Yeah. Got level 3, was able to get a really good trade, but Wicked Winston just able to punish her with the range right afterwards.
Even having the level advantage, just Meganar just keeps her zoned. She doesn't want to go for an all-in. He does have teleport, so there's no ignite issues in the top lane, and late game, if he is in Meganar mode, she will have Conqueror stacked, so maybe an issue for him. He doesn't get some sort of defenses.
Even CS across the board, except for top lane. Riven has 17 CS to Nars 5. First blood to the Nautilus, so really good engage there.
King has to flash here. Was ignited by Braum, and here's the turnaround onto Ezreal. Ezreal does heal. He has to use his flash. Blitzhook just missing. Captain Goose flashing to follow up. Hits him with an easy Q just to pick up the kill there. And that is a big 2-0 play. Putting that lead in that snowball ahead, like we were talking about earlier, for Team Renegatus here.
Yeah.
This is really bad for the MisClicks. They need to stop the bleeding right now. And they need to focus on playing defensively and reactively.
Yeah, so Rise and Nautilus getting those early kills and both getting an assist each is really, really good for Team Renegatus.
Right, that's putting the lead on two very active and mobile units that can move that lead to where it needs to be for Team Renegatus.
Looks like they're going to get cut off here by
Tribox is looking for the gank. The cast goes out, so slow. He gets knocked up. Ezreal does land his first
zone, but it's not enough.
He's got concussive blows on a Jinx, and King Majora just got split up from Blitzcrank here, and now she's just going ahead and kind of just wasting their time a little here.
She is living way longer than she should have there.
Rise just no mana, but it's just melee into mode. Gets the phase rush and able to back off. But not a favorable trade for him.
Oh. A lot of stuff happening around the map. Jinx kind of overstayed a little bit. Opted to pick up the Cloak of Agility. So
even after the nerf, still grabbing it.
Yeah, so get a little bit of crit chance in there.
I will say that the shutdown on a Jinx there is not the full key that MisClicks is going to need. They're going to need more. They're going to need another big play like that in order to get back even. They're still down about 1K gold at the
1K
moment.
gold lead at 530 is absolutely insane. The Renegades are just playing at a very different tempo.
Tribox looking to maybe invade here. What is we might have something here. Yep, Tribox looking to go in, but he instantly gets hit by Dredge line. He's slowed. He's possibly needs to flash here.
Yeah, might have to.
He's over, but Cyanite's ready for it. Hits him with a knockup and the stun. Flash and an auto from Randominium to pick that kill up on a Tribox.
Yeah, really well played by Team Renegatus. Everybody was where they needed to be at the right time. So
it was a solid counter gank and a solid roam by the top laner, pincering off Tribox there when he's just trying to get a good gank off. Getting vision control back on the dragon, having priority in the bot lane. They may look to do this dragon right now.
Oh yeah, they are opting to do it now. Nautilus is starting it now. They do have bot lane control and mid lane control. So
Tribox is coming in
to
try to contest this. Set does have level 6 and is coming down. Bot lane's crashing on them now. They are super low here, Joe.
Yeah.
I do not know if they should stay for this. Randominium trying to stay alive for the smite. Gets suppressed though. Set takes him down, gets the shutdown, and there's the smite from Tribox. Concussive blows is on Captain Goose. They're opting to go for King Majora here. He is slowed. The ignite is on him. Tribox lands the stun. Concussive blows, and Set will pick it up with a Q.
Yeah. So one thing to watch out there for is Infernal Drake has pretty much a Tiamat, Tiamat.
Like splash damage on the autos. Yeah,
splash damage. So they all opted to group up there. So instead of one person just tanking, they had 2 people. So that was kind of a misplay from Team Renegatus, but the MisClicks were able to punish them for it and got dragon and 2 kills out of it.
They reacted and they played accordingly. Just like I said, they have to wait for Renegatus to try to put their foot down somewhere and react to it and make something happen. And just like there, Joe, they managed to take this lead back and put the momentum back in their hands.
Yeah, so now they got about a 700 gold lead. So, very swingy game so far for Team Renegatus and MisClicks.
The Wookiee Warrior, also a really good pick for Ezreal into the Blitzcrank and Nautilus.
Yeah, a little interaction for some of you that may or may not know. If you get hooked by Blitzcrank and instantly Arcane Shift, Ezreal's E, you can cancel the hook and just get out scot-free. So maybe that's something we might see here out of Wookiee Warrior.
Does that work with Nautilus hook too? I believe it does.
Yes, it does. It works with any hook champion. I'm not exactly sure if it works with Pyke. Don't quote me on that, but I don't.
I think it works. I think it works off of the pull, but you still get slowed after.
Yes.
Like you shift and you're slowed, I believe is how it works.
Okay.
You might even get pulled back a little once you shift from like the displacement. I think it depends on the timing.
Yeah. So depending on server tick rate and your ping yourself. So Jinx is just hard shoving the wave, which is something she does really well early game. Got a few fishbone crits there. So
Meganar looking like he's trying to go in for an all-in, but lands the Gnar, and there's the pummel. There's the Q reset, and it looks like Riven might be turning, but we have a fight here in the mid lane. Modus does use his stun up. Captain Goose able to just kite him out, hit him with an EQ. There's the Riven ult.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, he just backed away there, Joe. If he would have got stopped, he would have been probably doomed. Just getting completely kited. Cyanite cannot stop it. Gets hit with a slow. It does flash just to make sure he can get out. Okay. Tribox looking to possibly stop the back.
Tribox is going to look for a dive here. Will he get vision? He looks under tower, but Riven is long gone, my friend.
The Ezreal ult. Fishing for the Riven.
Fishing
does not.
Just missed. So, good attempts by everybody on MisClicks, but Riven is just too elusive.
Looks like there could possibly be another 2v2 in the mid lane here.
Yep.
I don't think
MisClicks is aware that the mid lane is the heart of Team Renegatus, so lots of pressure over there. So
I think that they opted not to let Rise go into bait the fight. I don't think he could afford to take a CC in that fight.
oh no, not at all.
They could have just chained him.
Yeah, he's about a third mana, so if he got CC'd there, he probably couldn't have gotten out.
I just think with the Rise belly flop or the Renegatus belly flop onto him, the damage, and then like followed up by like the set E.
Yeah.
Plus like a set alt. Like
yeah, and then maybe the showstopper as well.
Yeah, it would probably just they'd probably just CC him to death.
Yeah. Dragon coming up here in about 25 seconds, so
set is resetting here.
Yeah. So everybody gotta reset if they wanna, you know, be at full power for this dragon play.
Braum landing the Q there. That Chompers will go down, try to zone Ezreal into backing up, and nobody just walks around them. Riven slowed, using your Q stacks, just get away.
Tribox is around the dragon looking for the play. Captain Goose just re-entering the map now after backing. I believe he picked up a cloth armor and a blasting wand, so opting to go for the early
There's the hook, silence, and knockup. Glacial Fissure comes out. Super Mega Death Rocket is absorbed by Blaze Knight here, and the Ignite is down on Ezreal. Looks like Randominium trying to get the ult down on Ezreal. Opts to take it onto Gragas instead. There's a flash and a W from the Blitzcrank, flashing up to try to knock him up. Pulls Blaze Knight
just barely
one more time, and Zap just missed, yeah, for the Ezreal there. Rise looking like he might look for Realm Warp.
Yeah,
possibly
so
going
is
in.
Really good. For,
here's the dive. Ezreal Arcane shifts forward and just gets autoed by the Jinx.
So they are going to probably opt to push in this this wave here and go for the dragon. Hopefully, that would be the correct play.
Tribox just picking up the wave.
Doesn't seem that they are going for the dragon now. Well, it's free, but they're going for it now, possibly.
Be much more easily contested now, but Riven actually made a really good move and actually swung to the mid lane to pull set back and keep pressure there. But a teleport will be answered by Gnar.
Yeah, so dragon is not gonna go down for Renegatus, but they are going to just back. Jinx grabbing Stormrazor first item, and
Modus and the Wicked One Sin just getting ready for this dragon in the bot river here. Yeah, they have full vision control again.
Yeah, so we could possibly see a death push coming out here, but they
dragon's resetting.
Yeah. Dragon is gonna go down to the
Super Mega Death Rocket, almost steals the dragon.
Very,
a solid
very
smite
close.
by Tribox. Tribox manages to lock it out with a good old smite.
Macro pressure is real, my friends, and they did not use it correctly here for Team Renegatus.
Renegatus is answering back with the Rift Herald top side.
Yeah, they opted to go. I don't even believe they got a tower plating off of those kills, but did get a decent back onto the Jinx. Got the Stormrazor. She does have magical boots, so 10 more movement speed here.
Here comes the siege top lane though.
This tower is gonna drop instantly. So. And that is first brick. So.
And Shelly's going to stay alive with almost 1,000 health. And what is this? Rise has opted to come to the top lane, try to continue the siege, but a counter siege mid lane by Tribox and Modus. Try to keep the even macro pressure.
Yeah.
They're all dropping down, trying to possibly pinch the two in the river here, but
Oh. This could be really bad if somebody gets vision onto either Blitzcrank or Jinx. And Cyanite just clearing vision, clearing the pink, and getting some pressure into the bot side jungle of MisClicks. So.
Guardian will absorb almost all that zap damage.
Which is surprising because Zap does, I believe, about 300 damage right now. Maybe close to 400 damage. Guardian is OP, please nerf. Actually, no, I believe it's probably somewhere around like 300.
Isn't Guardian based on your level and max health the shield it gives too?
I believe so, right?
Yeah, so I think
Yeah,
like, you know, at level 8, it would be around a couple hundred, like 200 with Braum where he is right now. So yeah, she took like 80 damage. That seems about right.
Yeah, Jinx Zap has
It does more damage with range, right?
No. It just has a really high AD ratio to it. Like its base damage is like 15, but if you have like just like Jinx's base stats plus a Doran's blade, it's like 126 plus 15. So it's a lot of damage because the AD ratio is so high. That's why lethality Jinx is a thing. It isn't optimal, but it's a thing. And Jinx W cast time is based off of attack speed. So
that Ezreal WQ is really starting to hurt. Jinx taking half health from that.
Yeah. Ezreal did get some buffs this last patch or the patch before it, where they buffed his AD ratio. So he is going to hurt. Doesn't have his Mirror Mana yet. Can still chunky with the Sheen proc though. Wicked One-Sen in trouble here. Opts to flash and dodge the Riven's broken blades. Or broken wings.
Ran down by Modus here. Modus activating the Q for the movement speed again. Ryze trying to just realm more body here. He does get away.
Did flash the Gragas cast, so well played.
Cyanide looking to possibly all in the Wicked One here, but he just jumps out with the E.
They are looking towards the dragon here.
Riven activated her ult. Gnar will get Mega Gnar there though.
Set is roaming up top lane.
Yeah, bot turret did fall here. King Majora trying to kind of hold the 1v2 until Uncle gets back, and Uncle's alone time is back. Tribox is in the... Tribox does get pulled, ignited. Beautiful belly flop to a flash there. He is pincered a little bit. Super Mega Death Rocket does have him very low. Ryze picks him up with, I believe, just an auto. Glacial Fisher did come out there just to try to possibly peel. Looks like it might be falling apart here for MisClicks again. Renegatus does opt to start the dragon. Set is coming down. Oh, and there it is. There's the hook onto Ezreal. Ezreal does have to flash and shift away to stay out of this fight. TP coming down out of the Riven. Set uses Showstopper.
Set really tried his damnedest there to get
this flash from Braum, gets the hooks back over the wall. Concussive flows onto Riven to try to slow her down, but it does not matter because she's got homies on the other side there.
Uncle's alone time is not so very alone with those hooks. No, I'm gonna be honest here. He is never alone with those hooks. He always has a little buddy that he fishes out.
Well, Riven might be getting a little greedy. Cyanide trying to take the blue buff here. He's getting chased down by the Wicked One. Uncle's alone time sees it though. He's hoping that this Wicked One keeps chasing, probably.
Yeah, really well played by Uncle's Alone Time because he just hit every single hook that fight. I believe was
I
able to
mean, the
punish
teleport
the.
from Riven, everything was
Yeah,
really well
everything
played.
was really well played, but MVP of that fight definitely Uncle's Alone Time because he was able to fish Ezreal out of I believe Fog of War, um, and then he was able to get Braum after he flashed over. So really well played.
Burning those flashes.
Yeah, burning those flashes for nothing.
MisClicks looking to get control on the Baron here. Opting to possibly start... No, not start the Baron. Cyanite getting a little bit close to danger there, but she is able to just dash away 17 times.
That is the Riven Classic. MisClicks opting to do a Death Bush here, so somebody...
MisClicks is J Chill, and Wookiee Warrior is the bait here.
Wookiee Warrior opting to clear the pink ward, so...
And they're trying to set up a play, and Renegatus just takes mid lane pressure back in the meanwhile.
Yeah, and bot lane as well. That tower is
You
going to
see the
drop.
Braum here. Ryze is just splitting the bot lane right now, while there's a little bit of just kind of bobbing and weaving between the two teams, seeing what's trying to feel each other out, possibly skirmish. And Ryze says, go ahead, go back and forth between Baron and mid while I take the bot lane.
Yeah,
so beautiful macro play by Renegatus right now, getting the side lanes pushed in. And mid lane pushed in. They actually have full map control, right? Or not full map control, but most of the map controlled right now with where their minions are. They need to pop that outer mid turret though, Joe. MisClicks having that is kind of a good spear point for them to counter any plays.
Yeah.
Renegatus is missing theirs.
With Team Renegatus being blue side, they're just able to pressure this this Baron a lot more than if you were on, say, red side, just based off of the entryways into the Baron pit.
And that reflects off of the objectives they have right now, Joe.
Yeah,
Renegatus does have the Rift Herald. MisClicks is leading the Dragons.
Yeah.
Based off of that principle.
Yeah. So we're probably looking at, one lost fight on the side of MisClicks, and that's probably Baron, as long as, actually, no. As long as Jinx is up and they win a fight, and she has like 1 or 2 tanky people there, they just shred Baron. She does not have Infinity Edge yet, but once she picks that up, she can shred it even faster.
The Ignite is down on a Tribox. Tribox does have to use the cast, the explosive cast to peel off. Showstopper, peel off a little bit more. Braum's Unstoppable is activated. The W. Oh my gosh, the set W is just deleting people. Super Mega Dash Rocket comes out. There's the flash, so she can kite back out. Ezreal is looking to focus him. Stand United, keeps Ezreal alive just a little longer. Captain Goose flashes beautifully with just the Rise combos. EQing his way to victory, and there is a quadra kill for Captain Goose. Oh my goodness, what a fight, Joe.
Yeah, really well played by the carries of Team Renegatus. I don't know if this stream caught that, but Jinx was able to kill the Braum, get her reset, and then just barely kill Ezreal with her minigun and her Get Excited passive. So really, really well played by her. But we gotta talk about Captain Goose and how he just EQ'd to victory.
Well, his keyboard is probably looking at him very nervously after that fight, saying, please don't hurt me like that again. Yeah, I mean, he's not playing Katarina, so it could have been worse.
I miss old Katarina, dude. I miss it so bad. I miss it so bad.
I miss no iteration of Katarina. Blitzcrank pull onto the Braum will isolate him, and they will take the kill.
Yeah. So Dragon
looking to possibly react and answer back here. Dragon is bursted down. The dredge line will land while the hop is already down for Gnar. Gnar will get bursted down. Captain Goose lands it with an EQ. Riven looking to go in flashes with a knockup. There's a stun. Ult is activated. She will throw the ult soon. There's the ult. The stun from Tribox is enough to save Ezreal, but he will go down the process. Showstopper onto Blitzcrank now, throws the W down. Riven's got to back up, is low, but lands the knockup, and Jinx just autos them down away.
And this is Baron for
True Shot
Team
Barrage
Renegatus.
just does nothing to them either. So, yeah, it may be over. This could be a Baron play right here.
Yep. So Baron's gonna go down for the side of Team Renegatus unless
yeah, True Shot Barrage is down. I don't see how they pick this one up, Joe.
Yeah.
Tribox just coming up is probably unable to get there in time. He's got a long ways to go. It's already under half health. We're at 3k, and I think this one goes. Glacial Fissure is a big attempt at getting it, but it's unable to grab that Baron. We will have Baron-empowered resets for Renegatus here.
Yeah, so this is pretty much GG for MisClicks here. There's not much they can do.
Stalling out till Elder Dragon and possibly getting that soul will be their. I think they're in.
Yeah,
if they get Ocean Soul and they get an Elder Dragon, they might have to sustain in a fight at that point to actually get those procs off.
But at that point, that's 10 minutes, right?
That's a lot of time. That's a lot of time.
That's a lot of time they have to stall out. Actually, no. It's probably it's more like 7 minutes.
Yeah.
But
realistically, in the next 5 minutes, we'll decide whether or not they're screwed or not. Because if they can hold off this Baron buff, they might be fine as long as they don't get caught.
I don't think they can do much. They have no magic resist besides Ezreal and the boots of Modus. And this Rise is a big fella right now. He is 8-0. He has
leading the CS. It looks like.
Yeah, he has a fully stacked Rod of Ages and also a fully stacked I believe Archangel staff. Yes.
Yeah.
So, and he has a
I believe it's a Seraph's Embrace now.
Is it Seraph's Embrace?
I believe it. Yeah, it becomes Seraph's Embrace.
Yeah, and then he has Frozen Heart. So he is massive. He has 3 items. He has a ton of armor. He has
that's a huge counter to set that Frozen Heart buff that it just received, giving it, I believe, more armor, 10 more armor on it. So
and then we have Not, which is a walking brick wall, kind of like Scion, and then we have Jinx, who is 3 items. So if they can hold this off for maybe they can probably hold this off for maybe 2 minutes tops.
Renegatus is coming into their point of game, so it's gonna be it's the most dangerous, vulnerable time for MisClicks is when these champions start getting those 3-item spikes. Looks like Randomonium is caught out here. Full concussive blows with the with a suppress from Showstopper. We'll just CC him to death.
Yeah, but you see how I mean? How he's a brick wall? Like he got full comboed by their
entire team.
And he lived for like 5 seconds. So MisClicks is doing pretty much negative damage right now. And then once they start to group up and go for objectives, it's pretty much GG. They just have a superior team fight, and MisClicks just can't respond.
Captain Goose is pinging that Ocean Dragon.
Yeah. So
seems to be prioritizing wanting that third Ocean Dragon for the team.
Ocean Drake did get nerfed a few patches ago, so it's not as great as it should be, but it is great sustain for a siege, especially one where you can get poked down, such as an Ezreal or Gnar. So about an 8k gold lead, 8.3 gold lead for Team Renegatus. So
even on the dragons, 5-3 or 5-2 with turrets for Renegatus having the advantage there. 18-8 kill wise.
Vision control pretty much everywhere bot side, so they know that they're coming. Showstopper, big combo. Not enough to drop the team.
Jinx just burning them down the rockets. True Shot Barrage almost ending them with Ezreal, but it is not enough. Super Mega Death Rocket does get Gnar a little bit lower, and Riven dashing in. Doesn't even have to activate her alt yet. Rise working in the EQ with the Rune Prism. We are going to see Arcane Shift and Flash from Ezreal here. He is zoned off, and Tribox is also zoned off of this dragon. And that will be the third dragon for Renegatus.
Yeah.
This could be a potential soul next Drake here.
Yeah. Honestly, at this point, I am not expecting this game to go another 5 minutes.
This could be the siege right here, Joe.
Yeah. Moreover, getting to a point where they actually claim a dragon soul.
Glacial Fisher does come out to try to stop the siege. There's the pull on to Ezreal. Ezreal does have shift, but he just CC'd down. Concussive blows onto Nautilus while he's tanking. Jinx is excited and just went melee range onto someone, I believe. It just destroyed them. Tribox stunning, trying to gain some time. Dredrine will land with a flash on Randominium. Oh my goodness, the knockup onto Gnar. He tries to hop away, but it's just not enough. Cyanite knocking up the third Q to get the kill.
And that is
Otis,
GG.
Showstopper onto Blitzcrank, hits the W, shredding a lot of people down low, but it's just not enough. The combined focus of Renegatus will shred him down, with Rise picking up that kill. Both the towers will fall. The Nexus is falling. There's nothing that any of them can do, and it is Renegatus taking game one away from the MisClicks. Joe,
Yeah.
where are we now? Because it looked like for a minute that the MisClicks actually had Renegatus on their heels. It was like a 5 to 10 minute window where Renegatus is going, wait, we don't have the lead anymore. And there was a bit of a scramble, but suddenly it's like a calm went across Renegatus, and they just instantly like took.
Honestly,
what do you think? What was your perspective? Because that's what I see.
My perspective is Team Renegatus just had this game by the balls the entire match.
I just seen a few mistakes early, and it looked like
I've seen a few mistakes early, but they weren't able to be punished to their full capacity.
I do agree. MisClicks could have punished them a lot more.
Yeah, there wasn't a way where I feel like where Team Renegatus could have just lost the game because MisClicks just didn't punish enough. And it's very disheartening to see when
well, looking at the charts here, I mean, Rise and Jinx damage compared to like set Ezreal damage, you can just see the difference in the carries, whereas like the top laners are about the same, the junglers are about the same, the supports are about the same.
We're probably gonna see Jinx bans coming out, Rise coming out, ban coming out. I'd like to think of Modus, the mid laner of MisClicks, kind of like Doan B, where he just plays anything, because we saw the what was it, Aphelios, and then he picks set mid, which generally isn't a really good mid laner.
It looks like
but he makes it work somehow, you know what I mean? He makes it work. He gets kills early, but they are just not enough for his team. So we're seeing a lack of communication by MisClicks and just general what is it? General macro like decisions that aren't being made that should be made and should be punished, But MisClicks right now, all they've shown us these past couple of games is that they're running around with like chickens, where they go for kills and not much more, So
right.
Hopefully they can go for maybe something like a like a heavy team fight draft, whereas they picked a team comp where they had to get a lead early rather than late for it to work. You know,
Right, just a closeout team comp rather than a
yeah,
snowball team comp.
yeah.
Um,
Because if they had something like a hyper scaling mid lane and bot lane like they did with on Team Renegatus, I feel like the match would have been much more um even. But I feel like as soon as the MisClicks started to lose, that's when it really went down. Like went down in a way that they can't win. You know.
it looks like for game 2, they may be subbing in.
Ooh, who is
Uh,
subbing?
I'm not sure. I think the TYND
Oh,
is subbing in for. I'm not even sure who. I would have to ask.
that is MisClicks. Yeah, so he'd be
Yeah,
subbing in for Wicked Ones, and it seems. So, uh,
yeah.
yeah. So, as this gets figured out, we'll go to intermission, and we'll get back to you when the game's ready to go to draft, and see what happens.
Yeah, stick around for more intense content. Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the Casual Esports Amateur League. I'm Death Adder, and with me,
I am Joe Killera, your color caster. I'm going to be making sense of everything that people do in this game. So,
thank goodness for that, because sometimes we need that sense more than you know, Joe.
Seeing last game, you wouldn't even know the half of it.
So, going into Game 2 very soon, what can we expect, Joe?
We can probably expect Jinx bans, Rise bans, and pretty much wherever MisClicks got demolished on. They had a really strong team comp, Team Renegatus, so we can possibly expect, probably maybe like a late game draft from both teams. So, otherwise, pretty strong showing from Team Renegatus. MisClicks is the MisClicks are I believe 0-3 now, so they're probably looking to get on the board. Really interested to see how draft is gonna go down, because MisClicks have blue side, so that means first pick. So they are probably gonna get their priority pick here.
Yes, we're ready when they are. We are ready for draft. So it looks like we're going to be going into pro draft here, Joe.
Yeah, so.
Would you look at that? There's pro draft right there on the stream.
Yeah.
Crazy so MisClicks, yeah. So MisClicks first ban. Technology is amazing. We have the Nautilus just taking away from that last team comp, I guess. Just get Nautilus off the board. They don't want to deal with that again.
So, like I said, they're probably going to ban anything that they weren't too fond of last game.
Renegatus sticking with the Lee Sin ban. Keeping that off the table.
They are just not letting Tribox get his comfort picks.
Looks like they will take Rise away from the Renegatus there. Mm-hmm. Captain Goose not able to reprise his role on Rise.
Yeah.
This game.
I see what you did there.
Thank you. I wasn't going to really emphasize it very hard and was just going to leave it be.
Yeah, so like I said, MisClicks banning out pretty much every champion from last game. They do not like that team comp.
And Renegatus just sticking to their bans from last game, it looks like.
Yeah.
Taking Shaco and Lee Sin off the board for Tribox just, I feel like, definitely is not good for their team.
MisClicks have the first pick, so they might look for a... Ooh. Okay, I was going to say they might look for a jungle.
Bard is one of Blaze Knight's favorite champions listed.
Right. So, a little bit of a comfort pick coming out for the MisClicks. I would have liked to see either a jungle pick or something else coming out, but...
Without the Warwick ban being there, Warwick will go through for Randominium, being one of his favorite junglers. He is on one of his best junglers.
Yeah, so.
And Warwick is pretty nutty. Personally, our jungler does not like even dealing with Warwick, so.
Yeah, as an AD carry, I very much dislike Warwick.
There's the Swain pick also for...
so that can be flexed
for
either
Renegatus.
Support or mid, so. Really interested to see where that's going to go in their team comp.
Their mid laner does play a lot of like Malphite and Rumble mid, so I could see a Rise mid out of the Captain Goose.
Set pick coming out again. This is possibly a
Modus.
set mid on Modus, yeah.
Yeah, Modus probably sticking with the set pick there.
Yeah.
I believe that was one of the stronger things in their comp last game.
Yeah, he was doing really well, if I remember correctly. So, excuse me. Ooh,
Callista pick. So it looks like Callista going onto the Wookiee Warrior here.
Oh, that is an interesting.
We have to remember that the Wicked One is subbed out right now.
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken. So
yeah, I believe it's Tind who is subbing in for him in the top.
Tind, TYND, Tind. So we don't have very much information on Tind.
Yeah, I believe it's his first game today.
in the league. This is his premier game.
Yeah, so interested to see what's coming out here.
See if maybe he's the lineup change they need. There's the Ashe lock-in for Renegatus, so getting Ashe on to King Majora there. I believe he's had maybe 1 or 2 Ashe games recently. The Gragas Aphelios band. What are they going to pick for a jungle now? I don't know. I don't know what else. Maybe Kayn.
Kayn
possibly?
Could be a good pick.
Possibly Kayn.
Yeah, it might be
the Rammus band.
So, MisClicks will probably ban out the top laner again. Okay, so yeah, so pretty much all of the bans from last game, besides the Braum. Really interested to see what Renegades are gonna go for here. Mordekaiser. So it is.
That's probably a Mordekaiser mid.
Yeah.
That's probably a Swain top. So Cyanite looking to go Swain top.
No, that's probably a Mordekaiser top. And
their mid laner. I only say that because their mid laner does play. I believe Mordekaiser. Is that?
I think that might be a Mordekaiser top.
No, Modus plays Mordekaiser. Yeah, it probably is a board top. It could be a Swain support, honestly.
Yeah, I think it's a Swain Ashe bot lane. So that's really bad news for MisClicks because that is a winning lane into Callista Bard.
This is a TYND, maybe Darius top here, and an Elise out of Tribox.
Yeah, so not so AD heavy for the MisClicks. As opposed to last game, but pretty AD heavy on the like majority AD on MisClicks where it matters.
Vayne.
I believe that's a Vayne top. So that is a Mordekaiser mid.
Yeah.
All right. So
it could be Ashe Vayne bottom as well.
I don't think
it could be an Ashe support.
It might be an Ashe support.
Because I could see a Mord Swain in mid and top too with the bot lane like that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but that is a wild pick. That can be flexed into so many things. If it is AD carry, that's good. If it's top lane and it's whatever, it's Vayne top. But moving over to the actual draft, we'll see who is being played. All right. So, do we have any information on the Tind who is subbing it?
Yeah. I could pull up a few things on Tind.
Okay. Yeah.
Here in a second.
Has he been playing recently?
I'm assuming he's been keeping up and playing. The issue is like what has he been playing? So it looks like he's been playing a couple Udyr games. Yeah, consistently I'm seeing Udyr in his past 20 matches. But
yeah,
I
that's
see
a lot of Udyr.
Top lane wise, I see Mordekaiser, Aurelia, Set, Darius. So he has played some Darius that he picked.
Yeah.
I don't see a bunch of Darius games recently, just one. So
really interested to see what's going on. So it is a Vayne top. So it is Swain
Swain Ashe bottom.
Yeah, Swain Ashe bottom. And that is a really, really bad lane for MisClicks because of their just CC chain. Ashe passive on her arrows slowing you down, and then the Swain what is it called? Never move.
Yeah, the never move pull.
Yeah.
So snare.
Yeah. So that's gonna be really bad for MisClicks.
Plus landing the Ashe W or Ashe autos makes it really easy for him to land the Vision of Empire W.
Yeah, and then level 6. Level 6 is going to be even worse for MisClicks as well. So bot lane
Right.
is winning for the Renegades, or how was that pronounced again?
Renegatus.
Renegatus. Yes, Team Renegatus. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Looks like it is. Yep, Mord mid and.
Yeah. So, once again, late game scaling team coming out for Team Renegatus, whereas the MisClicks are trying to go for an early game like lead with the Elise and the Darius and the set.
I also believe that in the mid lane, the Captain Goose on Mordekaiser is a bit of a counter to set.
Oh yes, fully. He does not have Ignite though, so that might be the determining factor in the mid lane skirmishes. Warwick can shut down Elise if he does get a lead. It's happened before, and it can definitely happen again. But otherwise, pretty standard all around.
Yeah, I will say that having 0 teleports for Team MisClicks and having 2 for Renegatus is going to be huge late gamer when it comes to any sort of split pushing or skirmishing, because that can a 2v2 can turn into a 2v4 so fast for
and
this.
so what we're gonna see for actually this is even better for Team Renegatus, because they're gonna be on red side. They can contest bot lane even more because of the pathing into Dragon Pit from the right side jungle. And plus with TP advantage, they can just pressure it so hard. So I'm gonna proclaim right now that Team Renegatus will probably get majority of the dragons if they do not have early game an early game lead on the side of MisClicks. So
I think that Renegatus is going to get the dragon first, and I think it's going to be a mountain dragon.
We're doing this again? Okay. All right. I think it's gonna be on the side of Team Renegatus, and it's gonna be an infernal first dragon. And you said what? A mountain?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a mountain.
Okay. So we'll see who is right once we hop into game here. About a minute left, or a minute 30 left. So going to just see what happens once we get into game. I'm expecting a invade on the side of Team Renegatus with the Never Move and maybe the Ash W.
Yeah, allows Warwick to walk in with possibly a fear.
Yeah, and then Vayne and the Ash just to follow up with as well. But I believe this is going to be another bloody game as well. Because MisClicks likes to play very bloody, and it seems like Renegatus just thrives in that sort of environment where kills go left and right, but it just keeps working for Renegatus.
You know, Joe, I know a guy. His actually name was Todd Howard, and he actually says that it just works. So.
I mean, maybe it just works for the
Team Renegatus there.
Team Renegatus.
I think it does.
Maybe it's more of a Fallout 76 for MisClick, you know, where it just doesn't work all the time. It works sometimes, but it's not
Sometimes they have a few leaks, and for all leak fixes, we have flex tape.
I don't know if flex tape can be applied into Summoner's Rift. But we are loading into game here, so we are going to see what happens.
I want to mention flex Q and somehow like bring flex tape into that. Like,
Yeah.
oh, but I'm just not even gonna.
Yeah,
Because
I don't think you can.
I was gonna say like, yeah, you just like keep flex Q together. You hold it together with the flex tape for the flex Q or something.
God, that is awful. Can
Do you
I?
see why I just redacted the joke? But then like I said it anyways. It's
Yeah,
like
I think we can get you fired for that,
I'm
right?
pretty sure like that's like me announcing I'm gonna shoot myself in the foot, saying it's gonna be bad, and then just doing it anyways.
Yeah. So, time check real quick, just so everybody's synced up. We are at 20 seconds. 25. Yep.
Well, I'm not even loaded in yet, so
All right. Well, uh,
I'll get to you. I'll ask for a timestamp.
yeah. So MisClicks, they are going for a counter invade. They might actually catch out the Ash here. Tind opting to go in first ahead of everybody. Will be spotted by the Ash. Alerts the entire team. Tind does start E, so tried to get the apprehend onto Ash, but she was just
Time 101, 102,
yep,
103.
yep, all set.
Okay. Good, good. Minions out. Yeah, looks like could be a top invade here. Could be Darius Vayne here, seeing each other. He is a little pincered there, but he does walk
Combos
back
forward,
into.
takes the Feign auto.
Invading her blue right now is really big for Randomonium because it really messes up Elise's double buff clear.
Oh yeah. But yeah, Elise behind is not a spider to be fearful of. They will have vision of her walking in, I believe. So they should see her at her blue.
Never move landing onto Callista. There's a slow, and there is the electrocute proc onto her as well.
So, like I said before we got into game here, the combo onto Callista is just immense, where she cannot be punished. Where she can't punish them back, you know. Trades coming out mid lane. Captain Goose doesn't land the mace smash, but
Getting that isolated damage on it.
yeah. So it seems that we were both wrong at her. It's going to be a Cloud Drake. So
Like, even a blind scrolls right twice a day, right?
yeah,
Something like that.
it's something like that. A broken clock is.
Or even a blind scroll finds his nuts twice a day. It's a mix between like even a blind squirrel like can find his nuts and even like a broken clock is right twice a day.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that came from like
It's so fucking.
God, I want to say it's
bad.
from zombies from like Call of Duty. Like one of the characters says that. Somebody in chat help me out.
Yeah, that sounds like something Nikolai would say. Or
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
Twitch
But
chat?
wow, that was terrible. Twitch chat, please help.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm stuck in here with a madman.
The apprehend, decimate, and the Q onto Vayne there. Never move landing again onto Callista.
Taking that massive damage. Bard is able to Q him back.
Binding, yeah. Let's try to slow him and get some damage back there.
Yeah. Once again, Team Renegatus is just up in gold early game.
Joe, that Bard Coco is ready.
That is ready, and that sounds scrumptious right about now.
I kind of want a hot chocolate. It looks like he's setting up another one. I can't tell if he's a supporter or barista, Joe.
You know, maybe he, you know, put his Starbucks barista, you know.
Yeah, maybe on his
his
days
resume.
off. Yeah, maybe his days off. You know, he's like, you know, he makes hot drink for you. He's like, you want hot drink?
He's like the Wendy's song, you know, hot drinks really get you going, warm you up when you feel you're slowing. So
Why do you remember that? What? Stop going to Wendy's?
It's
Is it
only
Nox-
ham in Boston. I have to go to Wendy's.
Nox's vision lands on Bard, getting him another flock stack and slowing him, but not a lot of damage out of that yet. And you guys need to invest into like a Taco Bell or something.
We don't have Taco Bell.
God,
Alright.
what is that city?
They don't even know, man.
Cyanite getting vision control back in the bottom river entrance there for Vayne.
Yeah, as long as Vayne keeps her auto spacing at max range, she should be able to bully out this Darius.
Condemns him and a tumble. 3-hit silver bolt proc there. It's just a third of his health damn near just gone.
Yeah, just gone instantly. I am just gonna check Vayne real quick. So she
Tribox lands the stun and the spider and the Q gets stunned. The counter engage from Warwick gets the fear off. The flash, he is ignited by Mordekaiser. Brandemonium gonna have to flash here too. No kills will get picked up.
No
Continue
kills,
now,
but
Joe.
flashes coming out. I was just checking, make sure Vayne was doing the right thing, and she is maxing her W, so it's going to hurt later on once she gets some attack speed and a little bit of life.
Cosmic Binding hitting the stun, but he actually like I'm pretty sure he just autoed the Vayne the Ash back away, saving him.
Yeah. Does Spear Toss over the wall?
Another Cosmic Binding stun.
Passive.
Set's coming down with priority for this dragon. MisClicks looking to body the dragon here and can possibly start it. They're starting the dragon.
They are starting it. This isn't an Infernal Drake, so it does not have the Tiamat passive. So having one person tank it is optimal.
Vayne's teleport is down. Never move on to Set. Gets suppressed.
Is out of position here. Heal comes out.
Pandemonium does get the kill. Death Realm onto Wookiee Warrior. Wookiee Warrior getting shredded down in the Death Realm. Pandemonium picking up with the Smite and the Q. The Dragon. Bard is caught out. Slow to stun. Takes a magical journey through the wall and they will not even chase it.
Wow. So
4 kills for
that
is
just how fast a team fight can just be dismantled by Renegatus.
Renegatus. Yeah,
Renegatus.
MisClicks was setting up.
It's such an awkward name. My brain's like Renegades, you know, because I used to watch CS. I'm like, oh yeah, this is Renegades. No, it's Renegatus. But
I think of like somebody from Boston saying the Renegatus. It's the Gators, like they're like alligators, like the Renegatus.
All right.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I totally get it. Yeah. So.
Look at the vision. Look at this vision.
Yeah. Completely dark map for both sides. Besides priority.
On the dragon.
Yeah. Pretty much just only on the dragon, and then the top lane river bush.
Not a lot of aggressive vision in Warning so far.
Yeah.
Never move landing onto the Bard, tries to trade back with Cosmic Binding, but just not enough range there.
Oh wow, that is surprising. I was just looking topside on my own, and it seems that Tind has opted for Ghost and Exhaust on Darius.
Looks like he's looking to just ghost at the Vayne and exhaust him.
Yeah. Yeah, I did not pick that up beforehand, but
there's that isolated Q damage coming out onto Set from Mordekaiser.
Ooh, that is great.
Darius does have Phage passive now, so
yeah,
Vayne's got to be a little bit more careful about where she picks her.
He also has Fleet Footwork, so he procs that with the Phage passive. He's gonna go very, very fast.
Mordekaiser, Darius possibly looking to run into each other here, up by Crows. Darius does land the Apprehend, Decimate, and the Q. Mordekaiser does have his passive. Stacks are up, and there is the Noxian Guillotine, Showstopper, but The Q comes out, final hour, flashes over, condemns, beautiful flash condemn.
Oh, that was clean.
Turning on a Tribox now, Ash Arrow coming up to try to help the fight, but does miss. Spiderling will land on a Vayne.
That was a beautiful flash condemn.
Cosmic
Got him
Binding
right
stun
into
on
the
Ash.
wall instantly.
It was quite nice.
Oh, Gosu. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's... Oh.
That's the stuff. Well, Captain Goose will go down, and MisClicks will finally get on the board.
Just trades happen in the bot lane. CSing coming out.
Vayne looking to pick up a plate there.
Pretty even CS scores across the board. Nothing too significant.
I want to say, I believe Cyanite does like play, and he does off-roll ADC. So.
Oh, he does. Yeah, that was very
This Vayne pick might not be much of a flex, as much as it's just an old pick from just another role that he brings to the top lane. Never move landing here. The flashes past the tempered fate.
Oh. Really well played so far. King Majora getting caught out by Tribox.
Never move landing. Lands the Zappy Q. I don't know what it's called, but it's the Zappy Q.
Yeah, the Zappy Q.
There's infinite duress.
Yeah.
Landing. Oh, there's another never move and might. Oh my god.
So it does seem that Swain is the AP carry, and it is an Ashe support. So
The roles.
yeah.
The roles have suddenly swapped.
The roles have swapped. Really well played by Uncle's Alone Time with the outplay on the gank.
Renegatus looking to secure the Rift Herald. And they're looking to pressure into the mid lane.
Uncle's Alone Time did opt to get a Rod of Ages for that tankiness.
They're on the dragon, but King Majora alone here.
King Majora is alone, but
he's got to fight. He's got to turn. He's starting to kite out through both of them. Oh my goodness. Death Realm down on a Tribox. Tribox cannot smite the dragon like this. The dragon will go down. Modus is alone. It's a 3v5. I don't think there's much he could do here.
Yeah.
Holy moly's. Blaze Knight trying to get away. Lands the Cosmic Binding for the stun to get away.
Random was able to secure that dragon. So, really well played. Even with the MisClicks having the early control on the dragon, they still lost it because of the rotations.
Captain Goose just able to get Elise into get Tribox into that Death Realm, and just there's just no way he could smite it. He just wasn't there for it. So
so really well played. Really good.
Good roam and good rotate. Yeah. The other Death Realm at the last dragon fight was good because he was able to Death Realm the Callista.
Yeah. So. Just really good target priority with the Death Realm.
Ghost coming out from Darius. The condemn lands though. Beautiful disengaged by Cyanite here. He's still chasing Cyanite.
He also condemned him into the wall, and Tind used exhaust on her as well. So
no sums top now for Darius.
Cyanite's flash is coming up. TP
Randomonium is topside out also.
So probably communicated with the team, and we might be seeing a game top very shortly.
Randomonium actually opting to clear Krugs. Krugs are actually almost cost gold to clear at this point.
Yeah,
so.
They are extremely bad. You have my blessing as Joe Killera. So if you ever see your jungler in your ranked games clearing Krugs, flame them. Just call them a stupid doo-doo head for clearing Krugs, because they are literally the worst camp in the game right now, and they should not be ever taken.
Cyanite's apologizing. Might have accidentally slipped an emote out.
Yeah. But hey, that's okay.
That's why before my games, I always just turn all my emotes off, clear my email page.
And in one of my games,
Death Realm onto set using the showstopper, but I don't know if it's gonna be enough here, Joe.
it is not. He was going to drop down with the Mordekaiser passive.
This could be first brick in the mid lane.
Oh, 15 minutes first brick. So
that mid tower is low from the Rift Herald spawn.
yeah, and then it doesn't have turret planning anymore as well. It's been down for a minute. So
looks like Warwick looking to counter gank Tribox here. Or no, he's opting to go back up mid. Tempered Fate does come out, does land on the Ashe. Uncle's Alone Time is going to have... Callista is kiting away quite well. TP coming in for Renegatus. Is it enough spell time for the Swain, though? There is no ult on Mordekaiser. Sonius is out for Swain. Swain's going to have to pop the ult. Tribox will fall.
Tribox falls very quickly with the...
And here comes the cleanup crew.
Oh.
Captain Goose.
So... once again,
Rosewater Cutlass down. Vayne's final hour is down. She's queuing. There's the ultimate. Maxine Guillotine will not pass him down. He will heal it out. Now that he's got that Boric, I just don't think that Darius can beat him, even with Ghost and
oh no, not at all. He is maxing his W. Cyanide is, so the Silver Bolt's proc is just going to shred him with max HP true damage.
Yeah.
That is such a disgusting combo of words.
I feel like, yeah, they're about to get another turret here, too.
Yeah.
This is a huge gold jump for Renegatus. If they didn't already have an 8k gold lead, they do now.
They really have one now. So I just want to talk about the teleport play as well. Having teleport in a competitive setting like that just lets you make plays like that all the time, every time. We do it in our games, other people do it as well. Having a TP advantage pretty much means you can't lose a fight, right? So
in theory, if you have lane pressure in all your lanes, hold on, there's a condemn here in a queue. She could have possibly kept trading into that. But yeah, if you have lane pressure and you don't have to burn your TPs to go back to lane to catch lanes, then yeah, essentially you could be anywhere on the map in like 3 seconds. So
it doesn't matter where you are, as long as you have TP, you can always turn a fight into your favor, you know?
Or you can clean up a fight you just lost that you almost won. There's like so many scenarios where you're like TPing in just...
Yeah.
Looks like Tribox might be caught out here.
Yeah.
SW lands, never move on, and I don't even know.
Just gone. Absolutely squashed.
Bork's going down.
Of Renegatus.
And this will be the Infernal Dragon for Renegatus.
Infernal Gate, yeah. So.
Unless there's a magical steal from Wookiee Warrior or Blaze Knight. Wow, she's just peppering him down, but she does land the pull, but he just flashes out.
So
Modus ulting the jungle away to try to keep him from smiting and having Tempered Fate down.
Oh.
Also, not enough though. Swain is able to pick it up. Swain's ultimate is down. Wookiee Warrior will fall. King Majora flashes over just to keep the kiting going, and the set will fall as well. Modus going down, and there goes Bard as well.
So really well played by Team Renegatus. Once again, just winning the fight by numbers advantage. It seems that every time there's a fight for an objective, either Tribox or one of the other team members of MisClicks gets caught out, and just Team Renegatus just has a...
Well, even in a 5v5, Mordekaiser's still just going to ISO somebody, and it's going to just turn the fight in Renegatus' favor at this point.
Yeah, so it's even more of a disadvantage when you...
Right, at this point in the game, looking at the scoreboard, MisClicks doesn't have...
MisClicks is down 10k gold.
There's not much of a win condition for them, whereas like there's multiple outs for Renegatus. They can shut down Vayne. They can shut her down right now, but they have a Mordekaiser. They have a Ashe. They have a 6-0 support. Like
they have a Warwick that's just gonna peel. You know, like
this team just falls yet again. We only have the Wookiee Warrior up in Tribox to answer for anything. Thank goodness it takes 20 minutes for Baron to be up, or else they'd probably be gone right now too.
So 6-24 in favor of the Team Renegatus. So
Here comes
with
Shelly.
Yeah, with the siege mid, this is probably GG's.
It's an answer of try to pop the inhib, reset, and go Baron, most likely, just for a safe end.
Yeah, that would be the correct play.
They could go right to Baron right now.
They might opt
They
to.
might opt to do that, yeah. It's definitely an option.
There are pings coming out, so.
Looks like they're pinging to possibly just get topside priority and get that wave pushing again.
Yeah,
before
and let Vayne back, yeah. Vayne backing, she might have enough gold now to get a Rage Blade, so. And she does. She full buys a Rage Blade, so she is at her 2-item power spike, and she was going to absolutely shred the front line.
Grabs another longsword too, just for a little more damage.
Yeah, just a little pepper, a little salt and pepper, and her already big build, her already pretty much finished build at this point. Ash is being the best support of this series. 0, 3, and 10, really supporting the team.
I can't tell if she's attempting to be the support or is she just being the support by default.
I think she is the support right now, as it stands.
Do you think she knows that she's the support though, Joe?
Or
do you think she's like you when you're the ADC and losing, and you're just kind of like, yeah, I'm gonna scale eventually, and then the game just ends and it just never happens. And you're like, well, I would have carried. And you just...
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what I do. I'm like, yeah, guys, it's gonna take me like 10 minutes to scale, but I'll get there, and then the game ends, and I'm like, oh.
You guys are lucky it didn't scale, or else I would have carried you.
Yeah. So.
Looks like it's just a free Baron here for Renegades.
Yeah, not really much they can do. TP coming out just.
I don't know if the TP was even necessary. I think it's just to get him there to have a final push with the whole team.
Yeah, so.
It looks like Set might be able to caught out here. The 2-man Tempered Fate. Showstopper does come out, trying to get Ash on the back line, but that is not the carry. That is the support Set. Infinite Duress down onto the... Holy moly.
Ash Arrow coming out misses.
The Enchanted Crystal Arrow misses. Queue up song Legends Never Die.
Yeah, make sure it's the
base boost.
Very loud and annoying version.
Death Realm coming out onto the Callista. Callista trying to kite him out. The isolated Q will land in Redemption, or not Redemption, I'm sorry. Triumph keeping him alive. Flash Tower will fall. With the last ditch attempt, Bard comes out, instantly pops by the Swain. Swain ults, Flash comes out, Ignite onto the Darius. Set is out, trying to stop everybody. He gets a big W out. The Nexus is shredding, and I do not think it's enough. No, it is a game for Renegades, and Renegatus will take the second game, making it a 2-0 win for them, setting them at 4-0 for their division.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
So that was just absolute domination by Team Renegatus. So I don't believe there's much more to say other than they did so much more than MisClicks.
Completely outperformed the MisClicks. Yeah. I don't want to sit here putting a comparative downside on the MisClicks, so I just like to go over some positive things isolated by the Renegades. Their vision control, their rotations, their collapsing, their grouping was just faster, more reactive, and more proficient than
MisClicks, yes.
Yeah, so
that's really all you can say in a situation like this, is that Team Renegatus just outperformed.
Just across the board, just did pretty much everything just a little bit better, and that's gonna cause a massive amount of difference in the results at the end of a game like that.
100%.
Yeah, I would really like to talk to the Captain Goose. I'd really like to talk to Uncle's Alone Time.
Yeah, I'd love to bring like 2 of them in here and just have a.
If we can get the support in the mid lane in here, that'd be really cool, because those guys both did some amazing stuff.
Yeah, I'd love to have a post-game interview with them.
I want to hear from these 2 guys or girls. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, I think we left Adder alone, so. All right.
Hey! We might need to move. We might need to change it to 5, possibly for the
Yeah.
maximum. But anyways, thanks for zucking me in. Joe, do you want to start with anything or?
Honestly, go for it.
So congratulations, guys. That was a really awesome showing. Very, very well played. The first game was a little shaky there after that second team fight, but you guys kind of like handled that and allowed yourselves to not let them snowball and stop the bleeding and instantly turned it back around. I really would just like to say, Uncle's alone time. Your hooks with the Blitzcrank were super pivotal. Captain Goose, your roaming with Rise was amazing. You just took your lead and put it everywhere it needed to go. So go ahead and give us an idea what was going through your guys' heads when you started losing that first game, like when you started losing that advantage you had in the beginning. What was the motif of like what you were gonna do next?
Okay, I'll go ahead. We pretty much said stop fighting. We have Jinx and Rise. What are we doing?
Good
That's
theory.
pretty
That,
much
like,
what we said up in the caster deck. We're like, we gotta stop the bleeding and just go for it.
Yeah, we drafted for late game, so we kind of just had to back off and play for that win con.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if Goose has any input on that. Maybe
It's just the exact same thing. We had a really good level 2 roam in the river, and we caught out someone. I can't remember who it was, and then I think that just put us in the wrong mindset because we're a late game team, and we had one really good early game moment, and so influenced our drag decision in a very bad way.
Goose, the scrim first game, or the scrimmage you had in the mid lane where you get the quadra kill. What's happening in comms after this quadra kill ace happens? What's the plays? What's happening?
So at first, I tried removing my ADC for taking the penta, but after that, it was mainly just focusing on what we're gonna do next. Like I didn't really worry about it too much.
Was it? I was just wondering. Was it getting hype? Was it getting hyped in there? Was everyone like, yeah? Was everyone like, yeah? Or was
Honestly,
it all still just calm and collected? Like,
hey, Uncle was the hype man there.
Where's Penta?
yeah, Uncle was the hype man there. I was just kind of focusing what we do from that point on.
Goose, your Mordekaiser Death Realm against Elise in the second game was very pivotal to securing the dragon for randominium on Warwick. Was that a reaction ult, or was that a premeditated take her away from that dragon, keep Tribox from smiting?
Yeah. Plan going into it is just to take Elise. It was pivotal for Rando. It was not pivotal for my Ashe. That poor thing just got jumped on every single.
Well, she was the support, I believe. We figured out by about 3 minutes of the game that Captain Uncle was no longer the support, but he was actually the carry swing.
Yeah, they role swapped mid game. It was very interesting to see.
I kind of stole one kill and then I said, you know what, why not another one, and then another one and another one.
Kind of sounds like Adder here when we're playing.
Yeah. So King Majora was he just like rolling with it, or was he like freaking out a little? Was he like, hey guys, I need these kills, or was he just like, yeah, that'll work?
Next game, I am not going to be on Swain. I'll be on like Nami duty or something.
I think it was a really good combination of having the Ashe slow and the Swain never move full. I mean, it's a good combination, definitely. You might have to just suck that up because that's definitely a win condition anyways with Swain scaling into late game. Do you have any other questions, Joe?
Yeah, I do. First of all, I want to congratulate you guys. You guys are now 4-0, like Team Billy. So very nice. So what are you guys? What's your plan for week 3?
Any changes you'd like to make going into the week without giving away to your opponents, obviously, any of your big plans, but is there any adjustments or any big things you'd like to possibly change for the week coming, or do you think you got a good formula and you feel confident going into week 3?
We've had all of our games have been streamed so far. I think we're being targeted by channel. It's revenge for the BVA game, but I think like other teams have more than enough stuff to prepare for us. So I think it's more about just doing what we do.
Alright.
Well,
Yeah.
it's just continue to do that. I mean,
Yeah.
that
Do you
seems to
guys
be
have
working.
anything to say to warn your upcoming opponents that
Yeah,
have
is
broken R button?
there any messages on behalf of your teammates that you'd like to make? Any shout outs?
Maybe a little bit of spicy, little friendly banter.
Yeah, what do you have to say about your?
Quit target banning the jungle, please.
Alright.
He's getting like 4 bans every game.
Well, to be fair, you guys did target ban Tribox twice.
Well, that's just payback.
Yes, yeah. It was. We saw the work ban, and we were like, yeah, no, we're gonna have to ban this guy.
To be fair, banning Tribox off of Shaco and Lee Sin leaves him with nothing but a Gragas pick, and taking that away the second game really put him, I feel like, on the ropes.
Oh yeah, he was just like during the game he was very shaky. He was constantly getting caught out. He was
making bad decisions to roam or invade into your guys' jungle, getting caught out there later. It's just a little rough for him in comparison. So I just think that like your guys' pick bans in both your games, you guys just won in draft too. You guys outdrafted by far. So congratulations for being not only mechanically well enough to get your 4-0, but big enough Renegatus to make team comps and draft around them correctly.
Well, thanks.
Very well done, guys.
Thank you.
I can't do any more, but like give you a medal or like a cookie. So
Dude,
and I can't physically do that.
Yeah, can we send him like a virtual like golden star? And it's
Yeah,
like a
give
really
us-
shitty one.
Give us the 4-0 award at week 2. That means absolutely nothing.
Yeah,
There you go. Well, I guess just keep a chip on your shoulder, guys. And keep up the good work. Love to see you guys win the Noxus division.
Thanks, guys.
Alrighty, awesome.
Hold on,
Thank you.
hold on. I just want to see who's in here so I can DM them the little star.
Oh, Jesus.
Here you go, Goose.
There we go. There we go.
Congratulations.
All right,
guys.
lads, go
Alrighty.
celebrate with your brothers.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Well, that's the interview. That's the game.
I believe that's it for tonight.
Closing statements for the night. I mean, it was a good time. It was quite a blowout. I feel like for Renegatus, MisClicks are definitely gonna have to shake up some things or reevaluate some strategies. But yeah, until next time, Joe. What do you think? Send this one on out.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what happens the next game we cast. This is Joe Killera and Death Adder casting for the Casual Esports Amateur League. Good night, everybody.
Yeah, have a wonderful night.